Today's the day, you know it's true. The moment of power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like the god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys, there was no voice. Oh shit. Scheiter, there was no voice. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat everything I just said. So I was saying that gold is pretty bullish and that it is really going higher. I'm really interested in this area over here, 3662, see whether we could get a rejection, because despite the fact that gold is quite strong right now, it has a really beautiful sell side area built lower. I was also saying that it took out these relatively equal lows here around 36.30, the ones we were talking about during the Friday live stream, and then it created this beautiful 1 hour BSC, and it's just moving higher from there. So I'm not really interested in doing anything until it's going to reach into an area where I'm so here's the thing, we can consider this a break of structure or a liquidity sweep with the purpose to rebalance the CB and the BPR around here, the inversion, actually not BPR, the inversion around here, or we could just consider that a break of structure. So exactly the way this push to the upside, the meaning it's gonna have, the meaning I'm gonna give it, will really depend on what happens once it reaches in here, because yeah. So for now, I was saying that I'm just don't necessarily have a clear bias. There's a very beautiful sell side area that has been building in here. Now, we'll see. There's been a very nice opportunity to go long here, but I was away. I didn't really check the charts. I didn't analyze anything. But it's Monday. I'm just not, I'm not, how should I say? I'm not really rushing to take a trade. I'm not really rushing into anything, mainly because it's Monday and I really want to allow the market to pick a side, to, you know, so I can actually see what exactly is going on. I haven't taken any trade. But yeah. So like I was saying, I'm patiently waiting for stuff to happen. Anything that's really gonna clarify to me what is next course of action. Okay. So guys, do you hear me now? Is the voice okay? Is the sound okay? Okay, everyone can hear me just fine. Doge is down 7% in the last 24 hours. Tap to view live price. So, who invested here? Who in here invested in cryptocurrencies? Are you guys? What are you having in your portfolio? Yeah, it seems it's going to continue to move higher from here, you guys. Most likely it's going to do that. We'll see. I'm not rushing into anything, like I said. Absolutely no rush, because why not? Yeah, and I had a nice weekend. It was a relaxing weekend. Yesterday was like a totally relaxing day for me. Didn't really have a lot of stuff to do, so it's most likely that silver will continue to move higher and take care, you know, of all this buy side, trendline buy side over here. And probably gold is just going to keep on going higher because there is this all-time high here, which is around, you know, that's a plus 100 pip move all the way up till there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So the bias overall is bullish. Remember that I was telling you guys how to, you know, sort of like interpret the higher time frame bias, your daily and your weekly biases. And we had like a chit chat about this on Thursday. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday live stream, during Wednesdays or Thursdays live stream. And I was telling you that if you look at the 30-minute chart or the 1-hour chart, and you have your days divided, your price action divided into 24-hour slices of time, starting from 12 midnight New York till the next 12 midnight New York, and you just follow to see like in what direction price is breaking daily highs or lows. So basically, if it's breaking daily highs and it's respecting daily lows, then it's likely you're in a bullish market. So then you're going to look for kill zone lows to be swept, Asia session low to be swept, or any bullish FVG formed during London kill zone, for example, to be respected during New York and then rejected from and then move higher. And I was telling you that if the direction in which daily structures are being broken, it's bullish, then it's likely your market, you're in a bullish market, and if they're being broken to the downside, you're likely in a bearish market. Last week we broke 2 daily lows here, and then we broke another daily high. So basically, breaking a daily high here was telling us that we need to be on the lookout for price to take out relatively equal lows, sell side liquidity, and then look to push higher. We took out relatively equal lows around this area here, 36.38, and then it moved a little lower to 3630.50-ish, and then it had a beautiful rejection from there because it had accumulated buy side above these relatively equal highs in here. Now there seems to be, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try out a short in here. I really hope price is going to come to this SIBI. If I don't get a you know, move into the SIBI and a rejection from it, I'm not considering any short ideas, any short trades, but first that's what I want to see it happen. It's curious because I have a missing indicator here. Indicators. Why was this missing? Weird. Okay, so I'm not just gonna sell just because price is inside the SIBI. I really want to see it reject from there. Reasons for me considering this short trade is because, you know, multiple reasons, but I'm just gonna start with the most obvious ones. First, the obvious SMT here at the 1 hour chart, and then we have gold into a SIBI, higher time frame SIBI. There is lots of sell side going on right there at the bottom, and we've reached into a higher time frame SIBI right now. Price has created another SIBI over here, minor and sort of like local SMT divergence if you want. And I'm just gonna wait for price to see if we can get any rejection from this 947 SIBI, and if not, then it's probably gonna continue to push higher, but I'm not interested to engage. Please not for now. Even though, yeah, we did get like a nice break and close above this area here on the 15 minutes. So it's likely right now that the current 15-minute could actually, if it could break the high of the previous candle, it could actually continue to push higher. And like I was saying a little earlier, there is a 100 pip range all the way up to that all-time high. So this could work out, but I'll see. I want to wait until the 30-minute candle and also the 1 hour candle. It's going to close in 8 minutes from now. And that would be only to see whether I'm considering a long trade. And if not, I'm still going to stick to a potential short opportunity here. We'll see. I would also like for a short to be confirmed so that I can see this being inversed, this BC on the 950 candle, or even better, a closure under that level. That would be even better, but I'll see what I can get. I'll be right back. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Just I'm back, and you can probably see that I've taken it very short. So like I said a little earlier, we have a local SMT divergence here, CB from a higher time frame, PD array, rejection from that CB with another CB, and a rejection for that CB as well. So for now, everything pretty much indicates that we should be going lower. We'll just see. Really interested in what it's gonna do once it reaches here, but also this flip zone. Let me just mark that as a flip. Like if it closes again under that flip zone, that's gonna be amazing. Also interested to see what it's gonna do with this busy, because, and I'm also gonna keep an eye of that, because, you know, on the 1 minute, the 937 BC, that's a pretty strong candle. I mean, on the 1 minute, that's a 30 plus big candle, which is overlapping that high that it took out in the higher time frame, which is be respected, then yeah. Okay, so it reached that flip zone. I don't know what to say about it. You know what? I trust this will continue to move a lot lower. A lot lower. I really do. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, what's the 5 minutes saying? Almost 4 minutes until the current 5-minute candle is going to close. The reason why I'm looking at the 5 minutes is because I want the 5 minute to confirm this bearishness with the SIBI, right? So it means, you know, you need 3 candles for a fair value gap to form, to be confirmed. So this current candle is the 3rd one, and if that would close bearish, then we could actually just confirm this SIBI over here, which again would be awesome. But I also want to keep an eye on the higher time frame indices we're moving into here. There's a 30-minute one, and there's gonna be so check out this area. Exactly what I don't want to see, because the actual flip zone is this one. The actual flip zone, it's here, not here, and not there. So might as well keep an eye on it right now. There's very important, you know, I want the 10 a.m. CB here, only 1 minute, to not be invalidated. I don't want that to be invalidated. Come on, buddy. Close bearish. Yeah. This is 5 minutes. Reaches into that 15-minute. Last line of defense, so to speak. This bearish idea we have here. Music is louder than me. Sorry. Okay. Fixed that. So I'd like to see price smash through this BC. Oh my god, a bug. What? Yeah, I don't like the way it's respecting this. Let's see. A rejection from that bearish OB should have already happened by now. I'm not seeing it that decided. Oh my god. To move higher either. Bugs everywhere. You know, looking at the 1 hour, we might actually get a wick fill in here, a wick fill trade. So, yeah, I don't think I want to be in the trade anymore. Don't think so. Yeah, I'm getting out, you guys. 10 pips minus. Not a big deal, but okay, so minus 10 pips here. Minor loss. It's $52. That's fine. I don't like the way it's not respecting the bearish order flow that it had started to create. And, you know, just rather wait for another confirmation in case this will want to move lower, but I don't think it will. Most likely this would have been like a beautiful long over here with a stop loss under this busy, under that busy candle. And push up into that. I'm not taking this, by the way. I'm not taking this, but because you see it started out nicely. Like the short could still work if we could get like, if we could get this 5-minute busy on silver to be invalidated, and or if we could get this 1-minute busy on gold, the 1003, to be invalidated. But until that 1003, yeah, if we could get an invalidation of 1003, I'm gonna re-enter short this one. I'm gonna re-enter short if it's gonna flip that one. It would be even better if it would, you know, go up take out this high that it created here, and then flip 1003 busy. That would be even better. But you know, even if it doesn't do that, but it still flips 1003, I'm gonna look to short again. And if it rejects from 1003, if it comes back inside 1003 again, maybe even sweep this minor swing low here and then move higher, then I'm gonna look to go long. Yep. You know, I don't know, but my broker shows some prices. This thing is showing different prices. Anyway. TradingView is showing different prices. If this SIBI fails, I'm gonna get out of the trade 10-17 again, and I'm just gonna chill with the shorts because it's definitely not. But looking at how silver is taking out like an older swing high over here right now, it could be a pretty relevant time for both pairs to start moving lower. We'd have silver rejecting from those highs and gold rejecting from the CB area. To have lower high on gold and higher high on silver, and if we could get a rejection on silver, then that would basically just be the confirmation, you know, like an extra confirmation that prices ought to move higher. Sorry, lower. Lower, but we'll see. This could be a thing I'm not really liking. So like I said, if price fails, if this CB fails, what was that? 10-17. I don't want to be in a trade anymore. So I could just say it would make a lot more sense if my stop loss would be just above this high. And that's exactly where I'm going to bring it. Wonder why there is low volume conditions. Because there's no news today, obviously, and it's Monday, but and because this week is FOMC is FOMC week, right? Interest rate decision. I think it's gonna be Thursday, if I'm not wrong, and they're expecting a cut. Have I turned off the music? No, I haven't. It's just not that loud anymore. You guys, you have to decide your mind. Like, someone saying the music's too loud, someone saying it's not, you can barely hear it. Just make up your mind. So I have a 30-minute candle close. Previous 30-minute candle closed, 15-minute close bearish, 30-minute small bullish body with equal wicks either sides, buy and sell. I can see, like I can literally see how there is a battle between this BISI and this SIBI, and I think that that SIBI just lost the battle. Unless we move under the previous 1-minute candle, I don't see price being able to continue to push, you know, to push lower. Oh, mosquitoes, why not? Yeah, I guess I could pretty much consider this to be invalidated. I'm just gonna take a look on the 5 minutes and 15 minutes and what is going on here? Yeah, so I'm out. It already took me out on the live account. I was pretty much expected, to be honest, once it started to move above this SIBI over here. 1017, like I said. And that basically just occurred during this candle, with that candle, and then even once again with 1033. We'll see what it does next. Ouch. So till now I had 2 losses, okay, with a total loss of $308. That's about 0.6%. 0.6% loss. Which is not that big. If it's something that I should have done or could have done differently, was to take profit on the short that I took over here, because I didn't actually realize, but that went pretty nicely in my favor. It went for about almost 70 pips. I don't understand why I didn't take any profit. I'm gonna give my trade one more chance. If we could close under this area here, have at least a 5-minute close under this area, or a 1-minute close under that area, but with really big fair value gap. The pink area I've just marked here. That's the only situation in which I'm gonna reconsider. Oh, you know, depending on the way the chart looks right now, or based on the way the chart looks right now, that's the only condition in which I'm gonna reconsider giving my trade another chance. Yeah. It also pretty much coincides with the 1003 SIBI being invalidated. Which probably ain't gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna try it all along in here. Got a nice 15-minute closure above this area here, so I'm pretty much expecting the next candle to continue to push higher since all the bearish bid arrays were already invalidated. This bearish OB here also on the 1 minute. So my stop loss goes right under that low, right over there. GNT on a Monday. I don't know what is GNT. Wet and softly. You're outside. Will the crowd come to visit you? Honey, I've moved to a different city. I don't think the crowd came with me. Funny. The crowd. It was it wasn't a crow. It was my God, what's the name of that bird? Magpie, magpie, something like that. Magpie, I think that's the name of the bird. Okay, so now that the 15-minute candle seems to be expanding higher, I want to see it, you know, being helped by the volume of the current session and, you know, pushed higher by that volume. So I wouldn't want to see it reject from this area over here. I don't want that. Seems to be creating a busy here. Three minutes and a half until the current 15-minute candle is going to close. Also, we're going to have a 30-minute closure and also a 1-hour closure. So yeah, just like I said earlier, it's just doing a wick fill here. Normally, if this ought to be a busy, it should not want to come or violate the mean threshold of that, the CE, busy, not busy, a bullish order block, a plus OB. It shouldn't want to come under the 50% level of that one. So I could say that could be moving my stop slightly under the mean threshold of that bullish order block. But before doing that, I really want to see this candle closing higher and these highs here. Wow, you guys, if you could feel the smell that is around me right now. I don't know, I have neighbors who are cooking something right now. It just smells incredible. Like, what the hell? Wow, incredible. I'm hungry. Okay, so let's see. 1 minute and a half until the current candle will close on the 15-minute. Like I said, I'd like to see it close above, at least above the bodies of the candles here to the left side. And the 30 minutes also closing, the 1 hour it's also closing. But look at the beautiful expansion that silver is having, you know. Really bullish. Gin and tonic. No, it's not gin and tonic. It's just soda. I don't drink alcohol. I stopped drinking alcohol. I think last time when I had alcohol was in December. Back in December. And I don't miss it, by the way. Okay, so we got a closure at least above the bodies here, which is good. So I think it would be safe for me to move my stop loss here. Yep. Just gonna bring my stop loss there. What is that? That is around 57.50. Yeah. I'll be right back, you guys. Be right back. Just enjoy the music. What up? What's going on here? Okay. So, don't know if you guys noticed, but I did move my stop loss at break even. So right now this is break even trade. Stop loss at BE. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned with silver taking out that buy side over there, and I am a little bit concerned with that, honestly. But gold is holding out quite nicely for now. So I'm $308 in drawdown for today. Might as well what? Let me check something here. Let me. Oh my god. It's so sunny over here. Really sunny. Wow. Wow. I need sunglasses. I really need sunglasses. Okay. It's looking pretty solid. Yeah, looking pretty solid. But I am gonna closely keep an eye on what's going on the 1 minute, because if there's gonna be any change of character or anything like that, it's gonna happen here first. It's gonna start on the 1 minute, and I'm not really a fan of how this push to the upside started at the beginning of the micro Q2, which is here. So that's gonna end when? In 3 minutes. So it's very important that this BISI still holds, and this would be the last line of defense. So 11:01 and 10:54. And this is the 15-minute. So it already moved 1 hour from where I initially had my stop loss. No, guys, I'm partialing out. I'm partialing out, 90% out, because I just, no. I don't care. It's Monday, and I don't care. I feel like I should be more cautious with managing my trades, especially because I was in drawdown. Yeah. I think trade management is one of the most important things. Like, if you could manage your trade so that you are still in the game when the shit hits the fan, it's very important. 180 more to recover for today. I won't either mind if I'm gonna be left with a loss, as long as I'm just following the rules. I think that's more important. Sunny, thank you for the truth that you make me see. Sunny. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy I closed. I partialed out. I'm happy I did that. So this week we're gonna have interest rate decision on Thursday on the US dollar. It's gonna be Tuesday interest rate decision on the Canadian dollar, and then I think on Wednesday we're gonna have interest rate decision on euro, on the eurozone, I think. So it's gonna be a very interesting week. Very, very interesting week. So I think the plan here should be to preserve as much capital as possible and be very cautious with trades, because usually FOMC weeks are very, I don't know how to say it, they tend to seek and destroy. They tend to be seek and destroy profiles where you have price, it's going higher, and then it goes lower, and then it goes higher, and then it goes lower. You know, it just keeps on doing this. It's not like a triangle pattern where you have price being squeezed into a smaller and smaller range until it breaks either side, bearish or bullish. It's more like the opposite side of a triangle, where you don't have price being squeezed into a tighter range, but you actually have price expanding into a bigger range, you know? So it's basically just taking out, you know, it's taking out buy side, and then it goes down, takes out sell side, makes everyone think, oh, bearish market, but then it goes up buy side, everyone thinks now it's bullish, but then it goes down. Sell side, everyone right now thinks it's bearish, and it goes higher, and so on and so forth. So it's just seeking, you know, creating liquidity, seeking that liquidity, and then destroying whoever is buying, selling at, you know, those areas, or as a result of those areas being broken. So that's why I think it's very important to be cautious with I can actually move. I don't have to stay. Oh, so that the sun blinds me. So yeah, I think during this type of week, it's really important to preserve capital as much as possible and be cautious. Not with the trades that you take, because, you know, strategy, rules are rules. If they're met, you just have to, you know, take the trade. But I think it's better and recommended to be more cautious with trade management. Out of these two, I can definitely see gold being the stronger one. And if you're going to ask me why, it's simply because it's been creating higher highs and higher lows. You know, whereas silver created lower lows here. So I'd say gold is the stronger one. Out of these two, but doesn't seem to be that strong right now. Anyway. Do you book half partial profit or hold entire trade till 1 to 2 or more? I usually book partial profit, 90% actually, at 1 to 2. Usually move my stop loss at break even once 1R is hit. Yeah. And if I see price not necessarily looking to continue to move in my favor with momentum, then I'm likely going to take out, like partial out, a lot of my trade at 1R after I move stop loss at break even. Yeah, maybe we're gonna see a push higher, a continuation here. That would be nice. It would be, you know, the small runner that I have here would be a confidence builder. That's what I like to call these trades, confidence builders. It doesn't really, it's not gonna make a lot of money. Like I'm gonna have, I don't know how much, like about $80 or so with that. So it's not a lot of profit if it goes to TP. However, that's a huge confidence builder because it really grows the confidence that you have. in your setup. So yeah, it's gonna be about $70 or so if it moves higher, $70 to $80. So like I said, it's not really about how much money the runner makes. It's more about the level of confidence that it creates, yeah, the level of confidence, because you need a healthy level of confidence as a trader. And ooh, nice push, really nice push higher. Oh, look at this thing go. Yeah. Nice one. Now's the time when you could actually check if you could have had another re-entry. And honestly, no. Not really. This seems to be a rather important busy on the 1 minute, 11:01, but other than that, just the busy. That price is really consolidating inside quite a lot. And then you get this candle pushing higher. Yeah, no, because then where would you put your stop loss? Right under that CB, that busy. But you're already buying too high. No. Another 30 minutes is gonna close in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, really bullish. Looking really bullish. And you can see how the levels to the left side don't really matter anymore. Some levels that I had marked on the 5 minutes, on the 15 minutes, around there, they're just being invalidated. If I'd be judging by the 30 minute, I'd say that we're headed towards $36.76. And not because of that high being here, but because we seem to be having like an expansion, equilibrium expansion type of situation. So it's likely that it's just gonna overshoot that high by a little, not too much. I don't know what's gonna happen after that, but I can tell it could reach there. Anyway, yeah, I guess I can call it a day. We can call it a day. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely gonna call it a day. Thanks for being here. If you guys haven't liked the stream, make sure to do that. If you have questions, you can always DM me on my Telegram, or you can just comment here in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer And by the way, if you guys have any suggestions about, you know, subjects that we could talk about during the live streams, that I could talk about, give you my input about during the live streams, you can definitely send me your recommendations, your suggestions. Like I said, just make sure to use the comment section. And yeah, thank you for being here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at the same hour. Bye.